Hi, I'm Abby. I'm here at Associated Feed in Turlock, California, getting a tour of their facility.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. Welcome to Associated. Ready for your tour?
Yep.
This is our West Main facility. This is where we manufacture all of our, poultry feeds and all the show feeds that you're probably used to. This is where we store the majority of our commodities. And so we have our cottonseed here, rice bran, soy hulls, beet pulp. Majority of the time, most of these are full, but we do keep some open stalls for when we're mixing our textured feeds. We'll pull the commodities from here, bring them over, weigh them, and then we'll start the feed making process from there.
Where do these commodities end up?
So these commodities will all go into feeds that we manufacture here. Obviously we're not using them all at once, but a lot of our movers would be like corn and soybean meal. They make up a lot of our feeds. And so you see them here, in their initial form. By the time you open up a bag, they're gonna look completely different.
How often are these commodities refilled?
Really, it depends on which commodity it is. Obviously, we move a lot of like soybean meal, things like wheat. Items like cottonseed, these are specific to textured feeds, so we might not move them as quickly, but we do go through them quite a bit.
How much feed do you guys move throughout the year?
So between all of our territories, we move about 240 million pounds worth of feed through here. So quite a bit.
What lines do you specifically carry here?
So Associated Feed is a full-line manufacturer facility, and so besides our poultry and dairy products, which would fall under like the Swanson and Associated brand, we also have a ton of show feeds that we manufacture as well as horse feeds. So this is our supplement warehouse, and we have quite a bit of supplements in here. So here we have a couple of examples on a small scale of what we carry for supplements. All of our sack feed bagging here is completely automated. This is our conchetti over here. And so what will happen is we'll feed the bags through here like this gentleman's doing. Feed flows through the lines up here. The bags get fed through the system. Feed drops down. The bag is on a scale, and so it'll fill 50 pounds to 70 pounds. Then it will go through the sewer, it'll be threaded through, a tag will be attached, and it will come out onto the other side, onto a pallet. So this is where we store all of our manufactured sack feeds. Everything is stored in here because we're able to keep it fairly controlled out of the elements. And through here is where we will load our customers at. And so what you're looking at right here, this is our pellet mill. We'll run mashes through there, we will pelletize, or we will make a crumble. And generally everything starts out as a mash, and through the pelletizing process, we'll either make it into a pellet or we'll make it into a crumble. So this is our pellet die. So what you see here actually starts, would be in a different warehouse, and that's where we pre-mix everything. So all your macro, micro ingredients all gets mixed together, and then it gets sent over here, steam's applied to it, and then this right here will spin, and as it spins, that mash essentially will be pushed through the pellet die and create the size pellet that you're used to seeing in bags.
So what would be the feed process at Associated Feed from start to finish?
So it starts as a commodity, brings the commodities in based on the formulation, add our hand adds, which would be our micro ingredients, vitamins and trace minerals. That all gets mixed together in what we call a premix, and then we combine that premix with our commodities, and from there we will make it into its final form. And so that'll be a mash, kind of like we saw earlier, a pellet, a crumble, or a textured feed.
Is Associated Feed just in California?
Although California is where we do majority of our business, we actually send feed up to Oregon, Washington and Idaho, Nevada, and then some parts of Arizona.